This is Oberweis Dairy, outside of Chicago. They produce milk and ice cream. Many of the workers inside this plant have no idea that their paychecks may drop by 2% next year because of the payroll tax stalemate in the nation's capital.
I don't think the uncertainty has yet really hit the average worker. I don't think average worker has put two and two together that come January, the way things are going, my paycheck is going to be less by a couple of percent.
And on the eve of this holiday season, small business across America is still trying to survive. Most Americans are worried about their wages. And if Washington doesn't pass this bill or come to an agreement by January 1st, then the average American who makes $50,000 could see a loss of nearly $1,000 in next year's paycheck.
I think it's money that people need more now than ever to survive. I think a lot of people are surviving paycheck to paycheck. And this is the wrong time to be doing it. And I think it's them bickering back and forth.
Indeed. And when the House voted the 2-month tax payroll extension down on Tuesday, the partisan bickering flared up again.
But we know the Senate has been unable to agree.
The clock is ticking.
And let's do this once, and let's do it the right way for once.
The compromise exists.
Well, it's just another smack in our faces, for the working public like we are. We just can't get ahead. It seems like everything that Congress and everybody's doing is always against us.
So what does this mean for business? With smaller employee checks, will morale be down? Will running the business books be more complicated? Well, Kevin Chapman of the National Federation of Independent Business seems to think so.
The idea that they're not sure what tax breaks will be available to them next year, they're not sure what their payroll situation will look like next year, and we only have a few days until the new year, is emblematic of a major problem.
Back at Oberweis Dairy, they use an automated payroll company, so getting their employees the wage earned won't be a problem. And the owner, Joe Oberweis, well, he's optimistic that the politicians will reach a deal by the deadline, January 1st.
I don't have a crystal ball. If I had to guess, I'd guess they will, because I think the political consequences of not. And I'm not saying it's the right reason to come to an agreement, but I think the political consequences of not coming to an agreement are too steep.
On Main Street, people are preparing for the holiday, and it's business as usual. Sort of. Robert Ray, Associated Press, Chicago.